Slowly, 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 because I am a shy girl. Say hi, sweetie. Say hi. Oh, where's the crunch, mommy? So crunch. It's a trap. Hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you are. I'm so happy to be here in another video. Today I thought we should talk a little bit about the elephant in the room. Well, actually, what do I mean about that? So it's November. Black Friday is right in the corner. Sephora sale everywhere in a lot of shops, online shops, physical shops, and the little monster inside us wants to buy, needs it, really needs it, wants to buy, needs it, and wants it. And that's normal. That's completely normal because of the society we live in. But that doesn't mean that this is healthy. The little monster inside of us, we want to buy, and that's normal. But that doesn't mean we should give in, right? There are many strategies which you can use to deal with this season, because this is a huge season, right? November, Black Friday, Sephora sale, everyone's the sale, and then we get to holidays. So then we have Christmas. Most people celebrate Christmas and buy gifts, and then after that, that's Boxing Day. So it's like debt. We don't want that. We don't need that. Okay. So how to deal with this? One of the strategies I use, and it works very well with me, is 2-3 days before I know the sale period is coming, I kind of stop buying. I just buy things that I really need. Like most things I don't buy, period, unless I really need. But for example, makeup, that is like something like, little with makeup, because I have a channel and it's something special, like a dessert, like a candy, sweetie. I try to hold on. So, for example, you've been seeing, if you've been watching my videos, you notice that I don't have a concealer, I don't have one concealer, I don't have one mascara, and even my eyebrow gel finished, and I didn't replace it. And I was waiting for the Sephora sale. Why? Because I know that I will want to buy in the Sephora sale. And there's nothing particularly wrong with it, because it's nice. It's all a frenzy, but the frenzy is not good because it makes you buy more than you should have. That's why I try to keep to my list, the things that I know that I need. And it's very difficult. I honestly, I don't recommend this to everyone. I think that people there, because I have a journey, I have a history, and I've already kind of went into rehab. I had no buyers already, so I'm kind of in control, though we know that that's never 100%, but mostly. But I don't recommend that to anyone, because a lot of people will be so easily triggered by that this won't work. So for most people, I would say, look inside, see, be honest with yourself. Do you really need something? Maybe you should really not buy that. Hannah Louise Poston has a channel here, and she has very good tips. She has a whole playlist about controlling yourself and shopping and all of that. And she had this idea, this concept that if you can't afford something outside the sale, you won't be able to afford it in the sale. Why? It's specifically for Sephora, I think. It's because it's not a big sale. It's like 20, 15, or 10%. That is not gonna make you be able to afford it. Unless you're saying that because something costs 110, you can't afford it, but if it costs 100, you can. But honestly, that's usually not the case, right? $10 roundups. Basically what the Sephora sale does for me is like it takes the tax off and a little bit more. So it's great if you're buying replacements that you need and if you have the budget, but it doesn't really make something affordable. Like it doesn't change the price range of something. I think that's the most important lesson, and I think she's completely right, and I never thought about it before like that. We should have before. But there are other strategies to deal with that, like no buying is the best one for people who really need to get a little monster under control. But for some other people, they can control themselves better, or maybe have that stark, very strong and strict plan of no buying doesn't work with anyone. Some people, like, they do no buy for 6 months, and right after this is over, they shop like crazy and they get into debt again. That's not what we're talking about here. That's not what we want, right? So basically, the strategy I'm using right now is I try to stop buying before, so I can purchase with a discount. I can wait 2-3 months. I mostly don't mind, really, and even if it's a replacement, and for my wish list, like things I want to try out, those are really don't buy, because in 2-3 months I will buy them with discount. If I can wait, that's fine, but I won't buy more than what I planned on. So what did I do? Oh yeah, it's a close-up of my eye look. Yesterday I did pink, magenta, fuchsia, I don't know, eye look with the Cliona and eyeshadow, the Bonbon, and the Kaleidos Club Nebula palette. And today I used the Forest Horde from Cliona and Club Nebula palette. I'm trying to use those, the Club Nebula palette more because I love it. And I hadn't had much chance to use this because of the dermatitis. And also the 3 eyeshadows from Cliona, I also haven't had much chance. Well, their mission over. So I've been talking to you guys and I've been telling you that I had this plan of creating kind of like signature makeup looks, like, and trying to develop those ideas, these concepts to which I can go to and rotate. And I had those in my mind. So what I did is, not everyone's gonna have like, oh, I have signature looks which I want to practice, but you have ideas of what you want to do and things you want to try, right? So what I did basically is, yes, so those are my makeup signature looks. So I wrote down, like, here the ideas, things I need to try these looks to put them together. Some of them I have, some of them I don't. So basically I did like 2 pages of ideas, and then I put it together by brand, because I know Sephora, and even if you go to a brand website, it's much easier to deal with, like, what do I need from one brand and then from another brand than to have everything like this mixed up. So I organized by brand. So I went like what products I wanted, colors I wanted to try. I rolled out absolutely everything. So I have like 2 pages, full pages, as you can see here. And then I had like the best idea ever. I was so happy doing that. I was just so ecstatic that I thought about it like I'm some kind of genius. But it's like I just had so much fun doing this, and I really think, like, if you have the time, if you have the inclination, you should do it, because it's gonna make you fall in love with your makeup again, or it's gonna make you develop that intimacy with your makeup and fall in love with it, and like, oh my god, I have those, I forgot. It's so cool. So what did I do? Basically, I went to the end of my notebook and I swatched. So I swatched, like, I have 2 pages open here, and those are just for my blushes. So for example, here, blush, And here I started to swatch all of my blushes, all of my blushes, and the name and the color on the side. Oh, I did that with all of the products I have. So bronzer and contour, don't have much. Highlighters, also don't have much. And it's very cool because, like, I don't know if you can notice, but the highlighter still have the shine and the glitter and the... And that makes it very realistic when you're looking back and you're actually like, oh, that's how, oh, this is more shiny than the other. Or you actually figure that one has more pigment than the other, which is very cool. Lipsticks, all my lipsticks. Foundation too, because, like, I think you might think that that's not important, but to have an idea how the shade of your foundation looks in the package and in a swatch, it makes a lot of difference when you're shopping. Eyeliners, I have two. And eyeshadows, so this is the first part of the eyeshadows, and this is the second part of the eyeshadows. And I really, if you want to do that, I really do recommend you to put those papers in the middle, because these papers in the middle of the pages, they will protect one swatch from the other, so it won't, like, you know, stick. Mine did, like, do a little bit of that, but then I noticed, and I did this. So why is this important for all of the things I'm saying? Like, why is this important at all for the sale? Because you can bring this with you. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I did. I look like a crazy person. I was me with one of my friends. She had the patience to go with me. And we went to Sephora, had my list. I was like, okay, first thing on the right of the store, Charlotte Tilbury. What do I have to check from Charlotte Tilbury? Blah, blah. So what did I do? I made those swatches for the things I wanted to try. So, for example, here I have foundations, concealers, eye brighteners. Here I have some blushes. I wasn't really interested in blushes, though, because I have too many already. Here I have some lipsticks. All of this I did in Sephora, like eyeliners. Some of those things are impossible to see, like, in the internet, because you're like, I can't really tell the difference between this 4 browns that look exactly the same in the internet, you know. And sometimes the shift is the glitter pigment. So this was crazy. I spent more than an hour there. So I went through all the makeup brands that I was interested in, swatched, and also wrote, like, well, poorly, because, you know, I was just, like, standing and writing with everything in my hand, but basically I swatched everything and wrote the shades and sometimes the brand, just so I wouldn't forget. And didn't buy a thing. I wasn't there to buy anything. I was there to clarify my ideas around the products that I might want. So we went to have lunch, whatever, doesn't matter. It was a very nice day. But when I arrived home, I was super tired. I slept on it. And the other day I went through, I looked at it all, and then I started to make my wish list. So I was like, oh, so I want a brown eyeliner. So I went through them all. I thought in the beginning I thought I wanted 2, but then I was like, there's not much difference between these 2. So I really actually just need 1. You know, like, if I was in the store, that happened before, I would get so overwhelmed. I would totally think I would have to pick 4 of them, because all of them are beautiful and blah, blah, blah. But, like, when you get out of the mindset, get out of the store, you go back and you start thinking, like, do I really need those? You know what? First of all, one of my rules is, when I'm buying something that I want to try, I shouldn't buy 10 of those. I buy 1 of those, because I might not like the formula. I might not like the consistency, the finish, the whatever it is. If it's clothing, I might not like the cut. I might think that I might think that I want, but it's really not me, you know. So really, I know that most people have that feeling like, oh, I'm buying just one and I'm paying for delivery. First of all, in this crazy sale time, most places are not charging for delivery, but even if they were, yes, because it's better than buying, I don't know, $10 for delivery than buying 30 for a product that you're not gonna use, just so you don't pay 10 for delivery. You'll still spend $20 more than you would. So no, don't do that. Don't let your brain trick you into that, okay? So I've started my list. So I put basically everything that I really needed to make my base looks. And then I added some of the things I wanted to try and experiment, but they were more like luxe things, like things that I didn't really need. I was more like curious and have a, not a, they wouldn't be redundant per se, but they weren't also super necessary. For example, the Pat McGrath Holiday eyeshadow palette. I don't really need it. I have like 3,000 eyeshadows, but I do notice that I don't have enough metallic eyeshadows, and I really want more of those. So I could buy the Pat McGrath palette, but I also could buy a smaller one maybe. So I was experimenting with these ideas. So for example, all the formulas I wanted to try, for example, Laura Mercier Caviar Sticks, I wanted 4, I got only 1. I wanted 1 eyeliner, I wanted like 4 colors of eyeliners, I bought only 1. Because I first need to try and experiment to see if I actually like that. For example, Phytosurgence blush, I started buying 1, I liked it, and then I bought like 4 of them, and I used them because I already know I like them, and I use them. So it's very easy to let your brain like, no, you're gonna buy only 1, buy 4, it's sale. But like, honestly, if I were to buy everything that I mildly wanted, I would have spent more than $1,000 in Sephora easily. That's not healthy. I mean, maybe if you're a millionaire, but most people don't have a monthly budget to spend $1,000 in makeup. Most people, right? I'm just extrapolating that you're most people. I am most people. I don't have that budget. Even if you like start saving for 3 months before, like I did, it's still like, unless you have a very high budget, it's not gonna add up to 1,000. And even if it does, one thing that I notice from myself is that when I get too much at once, I don't enjoy it as much, because you can't really give attention to the specific new things that you just bought. It's just like kind of overwhelming, and then you end up not using them because you have so much to deal with that you forget half of it and you don't use it. So it's much better, if you want the nice experience and actually enjoy your makeup or whatever category you have a problem with, like in terms of like overconsumption, you should just like try to tone down so you can enjoy in that moment, because that is a nice thing that shopping gives us, and it's not necessarily bad if you can control it well and you don't overspend, which is that nice feeling of, wow, I bought something that I really wanted and so special. That's not bad. That's nice. It's nice to have this feeling. But if you buy 300 things at once, you won't be able to have that feeling. You have the feeling only once, and you probably forget it forget half of the things. If you buy a little bit here, then in the other month you buy a little bit there, you're gonna have a lot of those moments. You're gonna be able to enjoy and savor them, and also savor the things, because you'll be able to give attention to each of those things that you're buying. So be smarter with your money and spend it more strategically, like on things that you actually need, things that actually gonna add you value, things that you want to try carefully, because you might not like it. There are high chances that you will not like it. People are different. Even though like hundreds of YouTubers are telling you that that's the best product ever, you might hate it. And that's okay. That's normal. People are different. People have different tastes, different skins, different colorings, different everything, right? And if you're more strategic and you think more carefully, you make your money much more not worth it, but it is worth it. You're gonna make your money value come really show. Don't forget, you're spending your energy, your time, and your life working to get money to buy stuff. Don't throw it away for something you're not gonna use, you know. If you have a lot of money and you can spend whatever, do it. And like, if you can, awesome. I mean, I don't think that that's healthy, even if you have a lot of money, because you're not going to be able to use it, and the environment does not appreciate that kind of thing, because you're going to be spending like material resources for nothing, because you're not going to use. But I mean, be happy, you know. But try to think about those points. I think it's really interesting once you are really conscious, like, how do I react? How does my body react after I buy something? For how long do I feel like that? How does that feeling develop? Like, does this feeling like get transferred to the object? Do I enjoy using it after a while? Do I just throw it away? It's not about judging yourself. It's about noticing, perceiving yourself and your behaviors, so you can deal with them if it's necessary. So that's it. That's my big trick. It's actually to be very conscious about it. Like, my way of doing it, it's restraining myself, trying to control myself, not giving in the store. I get overwhelmed. I will purchase and spend much more than I should have. I won't have like my budget right with me, and I'll be ashamed of like opening my budget and like looking at how much I will spend. People have all those things on their mind. So I swatched it all. I didn't want to buy anything that was like repeated color, repeated texture, things that I already have. I organized everything in a list. That might not be your solution. It's just a possible solution, and it might be good for you. That's why I'm saying this. It might also give you ideas of other ways of dealing with this, and I hope this helps. And I hope you enjoy this period and you have a nice month and purchase whatever you wanted, you needed. Treat yourself, but don't forget that treating yourself also has to do with having a financial life, and being able to sleep at night because you didn't overspend. Of course, for some people it's not as easy as like just not shopping a little bit in Sephora. They have all their financial problems, but whatever you can do to make them better, that's also self-treating, and that's also self-love, right? Take care. Leave a comment, leave a like. Give me ideas. Tell me how is your relationship with money and with purchasing, consumption, shopping, and all the shopping frenzy of this month. If you're gonna buy something, let me know. If you want to share down here, and to the next one. Bye.